Hey guys, welcome back to the garage. Just wanted to drop in here today and I guess this is going to be addressing the show your stash. I know Matt there at Model Car Videos kind of got the ball rolling on that. And I've seen a few videos where guys are showing their stashes. So I wanted to chime in on mine, but it's going to be a small stash, one of my small stashes, the Johan kits, my little collection of Johan kits. Not a whole lot, but there's just some cool, neat old stuff. And I was actually watching a video the other day, the Scale Model Car Guy channel, and he was showing some really nice Johan kits that he's got. And I believe he said in that video they're actually his favorite brand. So, hey, Shawn, check it out. I think you're going to like it. So, for mine starting out, we're going to look at the 62 Fury. Now, this is an empty box that I actually had acquired. So there's really no full kit in here. It's just got some parts in it, instruction sheet and parts. But I acquired this with another lot of old model kits, bodies, parts, and things of the nature there. So, but I've actually got one of these built that I built years ago, and the box got chucked somewhere along the way in the past there. But anyway, just show off the box here a little bit. There's your options in there, V8 engine, such. Little worse for wear on the box there, but some other kits you could get. 62 Dart convertible, 60 Plymouth station wagon. Check that out. This is the Oldies, USA Oldies series. 70 Olds Tornado hardtop. I get it right. And 1970 Olds 442 hardtop. Now a little story about this, just real fast. When I did the Richard Petty Salvino's JR 79 Daytona winner, there's a couple times in there I said, I refer to it as a 442. Well, a good friend of mine is an Oldsmobile aficionado, and he watched the video and he critiqued me. He said, Eric, it's 442, not 442. So he was quick to point that out to me. So from here on in, anytime I refer to these, it's a 442. So, and I've also got another friend who actually has a couple of these still in the box, unbuilt. So that's kind of a neat thing to have that. I always like that body style. So there's the box, 62 Fury, Johan, and here's the finished kit that I did years ago. I'd say this was probably early 90s, late 80s maybe. But just a nice kit, fairly well detailed. I mean, I think the seats in this one were all molded in the pan there. So they're all molded as one part. But you got your date in the bumper or in the rear tail panel there. Kind of nice if you acquired one of these years later and didn't know the year. It was nice when they stamped the year right there because it took the guesswork out of maybe what year it was if you really wasn't sure. And then just got the V8 engine. I threw some plug wires on it back in the day there. So that's my example of the 62 Fury. So just a nice little kit. Pretty good quality. We got big old torsion bars. Pretty thick there. So there's the 62 Fury. So I'm set him down. And then my next one is probably my nicest old Johan kit. And I just recently acquired this one. Look at that. Richard Petty 64 Belvedere. Box. I mean, this box is really nice shape. And it's a complete unbuilt kit. But there just shows all the accessories there and all the different parts, interior bucket and all. Full interior with roll bar cage. And then there it shows you could get the Superbird. We're going to look at one of them here in just a second too. So, but real fast here. And I don't want to take up a whole lot of time on this video. Just showing the ones that I've got, acquired over the years. Just some neat stuff. There's the instructions. And look at this. Still brand new in the box, basically not even started. And somebody has bagged the glass already, so I thought that was nice. And I don't know, guys, if you know, maybe you can tell me. I'm thinking that these kits actually, a lot of these kits, Johans, weren't even bagged up. I think they was just the parts in the box, but I could be wrong on that. If you guys know, let me know. I know there's a lot of guys out there that will know Johan a lot better than I do. But and I got to admit something while I'm putting this lid back on here. I do have to admit something. I'm guilty of it. I used to refer to this as Johan. And I know all the Johan fans will be very quick to let you know that that's the incorrect pronunciation. It's actually a contraction of the guy who started the company, John Hanley. So that's a contraction of his name. So it is Johan. So, but that's just a story on that. So I was corrected very quickly one time on that. So I learned my lesson there. But anyways, just another neat old Johan kit there. And I'm going to move this guy out of the way. And the next one comes in. There we go, the Petty Superbird. Now guys, I got this one at an antique store in probably 2006 for 10 bucks. 10 bucks for that. It was complete, but it had been started, and they had it just painted just a standard color. They wasn't doing it as, I think they was going to do it as the standard Superbird right here. But I stripped it, and I ordered some decals because the decals were fried in those, obviously. So I got the decals from Mike's. And really what I've got in here, I did have still have the decal or the instruction sheet for that. And part of the decals actually are still there, but obviously no good. Now look, this got a date on it. It says 1079. So this kit apparently was from 1979. Johan Models Incorporated, Detroit, Michigan. So definitely no good, but this just has a Belvedere in it. It's on the rebuild list for some time. That's the one I did when I was in high school. So it's set to be restored someday. But anyway, that's another one. And actually, I've got this kit to show you. But, see that box right there. But he had a little mishap. This guy's got a broken wing. He had a little mishap with it. So I've got a busted wing I've got to repair. There's part of that. That part and this part. So it come out really nice. Like I said, it's got Mike's decals on it. Really, really nice set of decals from over there. And then just the bottom side there. Didn't paint the exhaust right there, obviously, because I was mainly wanted to highlight the racing exhaust there. And it's got some aftermarket, well, I say aftermarket, different part kits in it. It's got the fire bottle. I don't know if you can see that or not. Anyway, right down in there. Fire bottle, seat, and the shifter is actually from a monogram Bill Elliott kit. I figured once you got it inside there, the scale was so close. I mean, it really didn't stand out as being that much different. So that's what ended up in this one. But so that's my Superbird. And this wing here, I think I can repair it, but it's where the brake is. I don't know if you can see this. It broke. Okay, that joint's right here. And it broke just this side of that joint. So I think I could strip it and repair it, but I'd actually like to find a new wing for it if I could, so it could look right. So I don't know if anybody knows where I could locate a wing. My contact info is in my channel description. So that's one way you could, if anybody knows, to contact me that way, or leave them in the comments. I would appreciate it. Because if I could find another wing, that would speed the process up. But if not, with a little ingenuity, I think I could get it repaired okay. But so that's the Superbird. So I'm going to move him over here. And then here's another interesting kit that I found. I'm going to move these wings out of the way and cluttering the bench up. That's what I do. Now this was an interesting kit, I thought. Look at this. Oldsmobile Cutlass Snap Kit. Now this is a 1975 model, on 25th scale. No glue or paint required to snap this beautiful car together. So now I thought this was kind of cool. Your instructions are actually on the box. Look, there's step 1, step 2, wheels and tires, interior. And if you come to the back, there's the rest of the instructions right on the back. So if you ever find one of these, don't pull all the parts out and chuck the box too soon, because you'll lose your instructions. But anyway, thought that was pretty neat. And I'm just going to pull this guy out real quick. Now it's been started, and I'm going to strip it and start over. I'm going to redo it. So, but like I'll have to strip this bumper. But one of my friends had he actually had the bumper because it was missing the back bumper on it. So, and it's 1975. So I've got all the parts I need to restore this one. The steering wheel was broke in it. So what I did, I deviated a little bit. It might be a no-no to the purist, but I ordered one for a 69. And I mean, they don't look, to me anyway, physically, they don't look that much different. And so I figured at least I'll have a steering wheel in there. Yeah, but anyway, just a nice kit. And I don't know, guys, but if I got a sneaking hunch, and again, might be somebody knows more than I do about this, but this almost looks like that they just give you a promotional to assemble yourself, because that looks just like a promo kit. You know, it's got the pins. It would have the pins instead of the screws here. But it just looks like a promo kit that you build yourself, basically. You know, it's a curbside, so the engine's just molded in the bottom there. So, but I got a set of rally wheels for this. I think I got all the parts in a bag. So I got the, it came like with, it would have come with like wheel covers, but it didn't have any of the wheels with it. And I'm going to use a set of, I got a bunch of extra tires, but there's the, so I'm going to use the rally, get over there where you can see it. There you go. I'm going to use the rally wheels on it. I thought those were pretty nice looking on those cars. And then, of course, my extra, you know, my 69 steering wheel there. See it? There it is. Versus the green one was broke, so I figure I can deviate just a little bit. It'll be just a nice shelf setter. So I'll close this up. But Johan snap kit. And again, I would assume, being this is a 75 car, I would assume that that's the year that this would have been released. So just another neat find, and some extra pictures on the box. Cadillac Eldorado, AMX Javelin. There's the Cutlass and a Gran Torino Sport. So pretty neat stuff. Just old classic model car history right there, guys. Unique. Now I've got one more. I do not have a box for it. This one here I had bought in 1995 at an auto parts swap meet. They're 64 Coupe DeVille. And when whoever started this, they went using the custom parts. And it had that big opening here in the grill, that big oval kind of shape thing, and really no bumper on the front. They got a filler in the back. But I just always wanted to restore this like the original. Well, so back then, I mean, I didn't have the ready access to the internet and stuff like that, and eBay and all that kind of stuff. So this just kind of set, and I was wondering, well, was it ever going to get done? Well, then all that stuff became more readily available, and I have been able to accumulate all the other parts in this bag right here. So I've got everything I need to restore this as an original kit. The only thing I don't have are the wheel covers. But I'm thinking about using these, and I might get a different type of spinner so they'll match because I'm missing a couple. But I might use these wire wheels because I just think it looks pretty nice as it is. But I've got the body work done on it, pretty much what needed to be done. Little touch-ups here and there. But somebody had drilled like holes through here like for some aerials or something. I think there were maybe been some back here in the back. But I got all that filled in, and it's in primer. I've actually got the paint for it that I'm going to put on it. But just another old classic. I got one of these pins is broke, one of these spindles. So I'm either gonna just glue them in place, either straight or turned, or I'll try to drill them out, you know, so they can still steer. But 64 Cadillac. And I'll tell you the one part, there, see, he just fell off, so we're gonna leave that there like that. The one part that I found that was actually the hardest to find I finally come across it. Well, this guy right here. That console. Because if I don't miss my guess, if I'm correct, this kit was only available with the bucket seats. I don't think it had a bench seat available for it. And I wanted to do it. I didn't really want to get the thing done without all of the parts in the interior. I didn't want to do it with just the seats and no console. I did resort to, I pulled a console out of a 62 Impala kit, but it still wouldn't have been right. I could have made it work, but it wouldn't have been right. So I finally found the console for it. So now I can put it back like it would have been 100%. So I say I got an extra dash in there, steering wheel. And I see a place where you can get, I think, decals for that gauge face there. So I'll be able to put this one back. And I don't know. Maybe this will be one that I'll do on the channel. I don't know yet. We'll see how it goes. Some other projects on the table and on the bench, so to speak. So I think really that's pretty much it for my Johan collection. I'll just throw these boxes back up here if they'll fit. So we got that one. We had the Superbird. You can see that one. And we had the Petty Belvedere. So guys, that's my, as small as it may be, but that's my, I don't think I'm missing any. That's my Johan stash. Really cool old kits. Now I'm going to say one thing here. I mean, I've always thought if, and this is my opinion, I've had a couple of guys who agreed with this, but I mean, you may not, but this is my opinion. It always seemed to me after building a couple of these that I did, if you would have combined AMT and MPC, you'd have a Johan. That's just me. And no surprise that one of the founders of AMT left AMT and went over and started MPC. Kind of interesting. So, but anyway, that's just what that reminded me of. I don't know. You can take that with a grain of salt if you want. That's fine. But anyway, that's my stash, guys. And I just wanted to share it with you. And I guess jump on the bandwagon there of showing your stash. So that's it for now, guys. I'm gonna move on out. And you guys have a great day. God bless you, and happy modeling.